me be reading Exodus, the 32nd chapter. I will be reading out of the Holy Name Bible, containing the Holy Name version of the Old and New Testament, critically compared with ancient authorities and various manuscripts, revised by the late A.B. Traina of the Scripture Research Association. Exodus 32. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us deities which shall go before us. For as is Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we know not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, and your sons and your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people brake off their golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them in their hand, and fashioned it in a mold, and he made out of it a molten calf. And they said, Let this be the Elohim of it, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made a proclamation, and said, Tomorrow is a feast to Yahweh. And they rose up early on the morrow, and offered burnt offering, and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to celebrate. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people which thou hast brought us out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made thee a golden calf, and have worshipped it, and has sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy El, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. And Moses besought Yahweh, his Elohim, and said, Yahweh, why dost thou wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, For mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath, and reconsider of this evil against thy people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thy own self, and said unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven. And all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And Yahweh reconsidered of the evil which he thought to do unto this people. And Moses turned and went down from the mount. And the 2 tables of testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides, the one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were of the work of Elohim, and the writing was the writing of Elohim, graven upon the tables. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, There is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, It is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, and he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger grew hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands, and brake them beneath the mount. And he took the calf which they had made, and burnt it in fire, and ground it to powder, and strewed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink of it. And Moses said unto Aaron, What did this people do unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, Let not the anger of my sire grow hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are prone to evil. For they said unto me, Make us Elohim, which shall go before us. For as this Moses, the man that brought us out of the land of Egypt, we know not what is become of him. And I said unto them, whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moses saw the people were stripped, for Aaron had caused them to be stripped in their orgy, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, Who is on Yahweh's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, Thus says Yahweh, thy Elohim of Israel, Put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from the gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses. And there fell on the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses had said, Consecrate your hands today to Yahweh, even against your son or brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin. And now I will go up to Yahweh. Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. And Moses returned unto Yahweh and said, O this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them idols of gold. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore, go now, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, mine angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. And Yahweh plagued the people, because they made the calf which Aaron made. I just read Exodus 32nd chapter.
I have a few announcements before I call first people. No kids class. For the month of December, there will be no kids class. And also, no coming in or going out during the prayer, the moderation, and scripture lesson, unless it's an emergency. So we have a card going around for Michael Franklin. He lost his mother. I know we dropped the ball in that sign. And please turn off all cell phones or any electronic devices. And our first speaker this morning will be Dr. Fred Allen.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I had a request about a subject I wanted me to go into today, and I'm going to try to spend some time on it to convey to you some of the mysteries in the Bible, as well as to give the lightness of today's time we're living in. We know that by Yahweh being the author of the Bible, and when we take time to read the Bible, sometimes we read it and don't fully understand the author or who's written to, and those factors are missing. And thanks be to Yahweh that He sent someone among us to teach us how to go into that Bible and understand. Now, first of all, I want to say this, make this plain. The knowledge that I have, Yahweh has allowed me to know and understand. I did not do this on my own. This is what Yahweh revealed to me. And the founder of the school was the one that taught me, and I embraced what he taught me because he proved to me satisfactorily that he did have a divine vision and revelation. I'm making that claim so I want nobody to go away saying, this is your understanding, this is how great you are. No, it's nothing like that. I want you to understand that when I try to convey to you the things that the founder taught to us, I'm going to try to go in a way that you might understand these mysteries we do have in the Bible. Now, the question was asked about the book of life. It's a very appropriate question. It's a good question to ask. And we had the 32nd chapter of Exodus read because it conveys to us the beginning, the first time the book even mentioned the Bible. So I got to go back a little bit to lay some framework for this to convey, to get the essence out of this. If you go back to Exodus, the 20th chapter of Exodus. This is where Yahweh speaks to Israel and giving them the Ten Commandments. And then after that, he gives them the judgments, which Israel was to abide by and to keep. Now, after he gave them that, he called Moses into the mountain well, after, no, she said this. We tried to emphasize the trips that Moses makes into the mountain to convey different periods of time in the writings you do have in the book of Exodus and Numbers and Deuteronomy, because the time frame is important. After Yahweh spoke the law to Israel, Exodus, I get 20 and 18.
Exodus 20 and 18.
Before you start with verse 1, so I'm going to get to what he says to the people first, and we're going to
20 and 1 of Exodus. And Elohim spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh thy Elohim, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Mm-hmm. Now he said, I am Yahweh thy Elohim, that brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Not Moses, but Yahweh thy Elohim, that brought him out of the land of Egypt. Read.
Thou shalt have no Elohim before me.
Now he's declaring to him right away, thou shalt have no other else before me. Read.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven idol,
Don't make any graven idols.
or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above,
Mm-hmm.
or that is in the earth beneath.
So that he's declaring what he wants up front. This is not a commandment, it's not the 10th commandment. It's the first. In other words, usually people remember what you first say to them. Later on, you might forget the last part. But he's talking about up front what his name is. What, I'm Yahweh, and there's none like, I'm Yahweh, and I'm the one that brought you about the land of Egypt. Thou shalt not make any graven image like anything in the heaven of the earth.
Right.
So up front, that's what he wants. Okay? Now, he goes all the way down to the 10, and then at the 18th verse, pick up.
20 and 18.
Mhm.
And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
Now, get the picture of what we're doing. We're talking about at a mount. Look at Mount, the Scindia Mount. Nobody gets a picture of that. From what Dr. Burberry mentioned, when he came here he had gone to Israel, and, he said the mountains, it looks somewhat like, Mount, we went to, Arabia and they went to Mount Sinai when they had there. The mountains, the Sandia Mountains look somewhat like as far as, rocky and terrain is. So, here they are at the foot of that mountain. And Yahweh is speaking to them. Now, when he's speaking to them, the earth is moving. I mean, he is like thunder, I'll put it that way. You know how thunder is. And some people go high, some people like some people talk, do all kinds of things. See? So he's speaking this, and now he's giving the description of how they saw it. They heard the thunders, they heard Yahweh had Israel to blow the trumpet for them to assemble. Then Yahweh spoke to them. And then Yahweh speaking to them, the people were frightened. And they moved away from the mountain. That's what he's saying. Okay? We read on. This is more.
And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
Mm-hmm.
And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us.
Now they're asking you go and you speak to us. You go talk to Yahweh, whatever Yahweh says, he tells you, you tell us, and we'll be obedient to it. Okay, read on.
And we will hear.
And we will hear. Read.
But let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die.
They don't want him to speak to them that way no more. So let's be frightening the spirits to the people. Read on.
And Moses said unto the people, Fear not,
Mm-hmm.
for Elohim has come to prove you,
For Elohim has come to prove you. Read.
and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not.
That you sin not.
And the people stood afar off,
Mm-hmm.
and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where Elohim was.
Now he departs from them and moves back up on the plateau of the mountain again. Okay, read.
And Yahweh said unto Moses,
Now this is Yahweh communicating to Moses, read.
Thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
Ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven.
You have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. So none people are standing on the ground. Yahweh talked to them from heaven. So heaven is not way up above the sun, moon, and stars. It's an awareness a person has, a knowledge. Because Yahweh speaks to a man's conscience. See? That's heaven. Read.
Ye shall not make with me idols of silver,
Don't make no idols of silver.
neither shall ye make unto you images of gold.
Mm-hmm.
An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me.
And remember, this is what Yahweh is telling Moses. Moses got to go down and tell the people this. Okay, read on.
An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me,
Mm-hmm.
and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings,
Mm-hmm.
and thy peace offerings,
Mm-hmm.
thy sheep and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee.
Mm-hmm.
And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stone. For if thou lift up thy toe upon it, thou hast polluted it.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shalt thou go up 5 steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
21.
She's still talking. See, I'm trying to get you to see that this is Yahweh talking to Moses up in the plateau of the mountain. And I want you to know what he said to him. Then you can see how the people respond to that. Okay, read on.
21st chapter. Now these are the judgments.
He's still talking to him. These are the judgments. This is what Yahweh is saying. These are my judgments. Read.
Which thou shalt set before them.
Mm-hmm.
If thou buy an Hebrew servant,
Now he's talking about buying a servant, and he goes on down through it. That 21st chapter, the 22nd chapter, and the 23rd chapter. Okay? Try 21:20, that's right quick. We'll see this already, so we all be aware of it anyhow. We may not get to it, be aware of it anyhow.
and
If a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he may die under his hand, he shall be surely punished. Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or
Wait,
two,
let me get you. 23:20, I think. I want to get where he's telling them, I'm going to send an angel report.
right, 23 and 20. Behold, I sent an angel before thee.
And this is what Yahweh is telling Moses up here in the plateau of the mountain. 21st, 22nd, 23rd chapter. Okay? So this is him still talking to him up in the mountain. Read.
Behold, I sent an angel before thee,
Behold, I sent an angel before thee. Read.
to keep thee in the way.
To keep thee in the way. Now he said he's going to send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way. Somebody's going to lead them. Read.
And to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
And bring you to the place which I have prepared. Read.
Beware of him,
Mm-hmm.
and obey his voice. Provoke him not,
Mm-hmm.
for he will not pardon your
He
transgression.
will not pardon your transgressions. Read.
For my name is in him.
For now my name is in him. Read.
But if thou indeed obey his voice,
Now if you obey his voice
and do all that I speak,
and do all that I speak,
then I will be an enemy unto thy enemies, and an adversary unto thy adversaries. For mine angel shall go before thee,
for my angel shall go before thee,
and bring thee unto the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off.
and I will cut them off. Now skip down to the last two verses going to the 24th chapter. So I'm just trying to give you, I'm trying to go through this so everybody be abreast of what's going on. So you have an understanding what we're talking about in the subject matter we're going to be talking about. Okay, read on.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them,
Don't make no covenant with them in the land of Canaan, read,
nor with their gods.
or with their gods.
They shall not dwell in the land, lest they make thee sin against thee.
Mm-hmm.
For thou wilt serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto
You're
thee.
snaring if you serve their gods, read.
And he said unto Moses,
Now he said unto Moses, remember he's still talking to him up there in the mountain, that's on the mountain, read.
Come up to Yahweh,
Come up to Yahweh,
thou,
thou,
Aaron,
Aaron,
Nadab,
Nadab,
and
and Abihu.
Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel.
Now right there, and that's being a special request or a special invite.
Correct.
Because you go back in the 19th chapter, he tells the people, don't come near the mountain, don't touch the mountain, unless you die. So he's making an exception. So now you, Aaron, Moses, you, Aaron, and Nadab, and Abihu, and the 70 others come into the mountain. Read on.
And worship ye afar off.
And worship you afar off. Read.
And Moses alone shall come near Yahweh.
Now he said, he said, now Moses, now you alone should come near Yahweh. So you see how the separation we got to keep all these things straight, so we have a clear understanding of what's happening with it. Okay, read on now.
And Moses alone shall come near Yahweh.
Moses alone should come near Yahweh. Read.
But they shall not come nigh.
But they shall not come nigh. Read.
Neither shall the people go up with him.
Mhm.
And Moses came and told the people all the
Now
words of
Moses
Yahweh.
came and told the people all that Yahweh said. Now all this is what we just got, we highlighted, just say, we highlighted what Yahweh, what Moses went and told the people.
Right.
Read on.
And Moses came and told all the words of Yahweh and all the
Wait a minute,
judgments.
repeat that again.
And Moses came and told the people
Okay. Moses
all
came
the
and told
words of
people.
Yahweh.
Okay.
and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which Yahweh has said, we will do.
Now they agreed to it. This is a contract. See? Yahweh and the children of Israel. We will do. Read.
And Moses wrote all the words of Yahweh.
Now Moses, now he's writing all the words of Yahweh in a book. This book now. Read.
And Moses rose up early. Rose up early in the morning
Then the next day, next morning, he rose up reading.
and built an altar under the hill
Uh-huh.
and 12 pillars, according to the 12 tribes
Why
of
he building
Israel.
that altar? Do you remember reading it up in the 20th chapter? Okay. So he built an altar. Okay, read on.
And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings, and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto Yahweh.
Okay, now he did that now. See? Now this is happening, see, after the Yahweh spoke the law to Israel. Okay? This is, he's also given them the statutes. This is the 613 laws he's given the Israel, the laws and statutes. Okay? And they agreed to it. Okay? Now, what he says to them now, see, this is happening between, he's speaking to the law to them, and the things that happened between this time and you go, when the, remember he was, the invitation was given,
Right.
see? There's a period of time between that point, okay? So now what we're saying now, what I'm trying to convey to you is that at this time, he's going up and make this altar and offer up sacrifice. Then you go on down, you find he dedicated the people and the book with blood. Hey, read on. Read it.
And Moses took half the blood and put it in a basin,
Mhm.
and half the blood he sprinkled on the altar.
Mhm.
And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of all
The
the
book
people.
of the covenant. Now this is the book he wrote. The book of the covenant. Read.
And read it in the audience of the people.
Mhm.
And they said, all that Yahweh has said will we do,
Read.
and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold the blood of the covenant.
Remember now, back here, there's this type, there's a shadow. If he's dedicating this with blood, first covenant, then the next covenant's got to be done with blood too. Okay, read.
Behold the blood of the covenant,
Mhm.
which Yahweh hath made with you concerning all these words.
Read.
Then went up Moses.
Then went up now, and they're carrying out now. This is 7 days later. See? Then went up Moses,
Aaron,
Aaron,
Nadab,
Nadab and Abihu.
and 70 of the elders of Israel.
Mhm.
And they saw the Elohim of Israel,
Then they saw the Elohim of Israel.
and it was under his feet, as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone,
Mhm.
as it were the body of heaven in his clearness.
Now that you're defining where you got 74 men seeing Elohim. And there's one other man with them, but it's not being described at this point. But we don't. So I'm trying to clear things up as we go. For somebody may not be abreast, I'm just trying to bring everybody on the same thing. Then we'll be able to understand what's going on. Okay?
And upon the nobles of the children of Israel, he laid down his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw Elohim, and did eat and drink.
Yeah, I mean, they were only described, that he did see something that they were able to describe. See? Now, up to this point now, they had not seen no shape and form. See? Sometimes you find some of the movies, or sometimes you find authors writing about this thing. They talk about the known, they refer to him as a no-name God, they refer to him as a God, the invisible God. They hadn't seen him at the time. So now here we are here, at this point now, they saw, okay? Now to get the instruction that Yahweh gives Moses, and Moses gives the people, okay? Here we are.
12
So,
verse.
go read the 12th, skip the 13th verse, go to the 14th, read the 14th, go back to 13, and then go to the 15th. All very simple, 12, 14, 13, 15.
12 verse. And Yahweh said unto Moses,
Yahweh's talking to Moses, read.
Come up to me in the mount,
Now you come up in the mountain
and be there,
and be there,
and I will give thee tables of stone.
and I will give you tables of stone. So now Moses is with the intent of going to the mountain to get tables of stone. Read.
And a law,
And a law.
and commandments, which I have written.
Now this is what Yahweh written. So get your book straight, get your writing straight now. This is what I have written. Yahweh's talking about. Come up in the mountain. Now, so that means the time when Yahweh spoke the law to Israel, he was writing them in table stones up in the mountain. Okay? Nobody saw him writing when you're talking about. Nobody will see him writing in your heart and mind. Now. But it was done by the words. See? You talk about this in the night movie. See? By your word, by his word. Okay? Now, let's follow on now. See? Read on. I go
Now
down,
they may teach them.
that they may teach them.
14. And he said unto the elders,
Now,
Tarry,
this is what Moses said unto the elders now.
tarry ye here for us.
Tarry here on the plateau of the mount for us.
Until we come again unto you.
Wait a minute. Commandment was you to come on the mount alone. Now you're talking about us. See? Read.
Until we come again unto you.
Until we come again unto you.
And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you.
I'm leaving Aaron and Hur in charge while we go. Read.
If any man have any matters to do,
Now, if any man has any matters,
let him come unto them.
go unto them.
13th verse.
Okay?
And
Now,
Moses rose up,
Moses, he rises up,
and his minister Joshua.
and his minister Joshua.
And Moses went up in the mountain of
Wait a
Elborn.
minute, what's Joshua doing there? See? Remember, Yahweh told Moses to bring up Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and the 70 elders. Joshua is not an elder. He's a young man. This is in this thing, see?
Right.
So he's up there with it. So he goes up in the mountain with him. Okay? What are everybody supposed to do? Supposed to tarry there, right? Okay? Now, Moses goes up into the mountain. Joshua goes up there with him. But before they get to the top of the mountain, Moses going on to the top of the mountain, Joshua changes, transforms, see? Transmutes from a physical body to a spiritual body in the eyes of Moses up here, and sees Yahweh Elohim. Okay? Now, this is the one Moses is seeing in a vision. Then, what happened?
15.
See?
And Moses went up into the mount,
Moses goes into the top of goes into the mountain. Read.
and a cloud covered the mount,
And a cloud covered the mountain.
and the glory of Yahweh abode upon Mount Sinai.
And the glory of Yahweh abode upon Mount Sinai.
And the cloud covered it 6 days.
The cloud covered it 6 days. Color mark. Got to go back to Genesis and get what he sees those 6 days. Which is the days of the creation. So he saw Yahweh. Well, let's do it this way. You didn't see this yet. You didn't see that.
What did you say?
He didn't
See, you didn't see that. You see all of him. He's going up into the mountain. Okay. What we're talking about now, what day did all this happen? What day did it all happen?
What day?
Yeah, what day? Huh? It's been said, 13th,
Yeah.
June 13th.
It's Sunday.
Now remember, June the 6th is when he spoke it all down to him. Right? Then he went up in the mountain, Yahweh gave him the judgments and statutes and all. He comes back and he teaches them the statutes and all of Yahweh, builds an altar and all that, before they go up to the top of the mountain. See? But when they go up to the top of the mountain, it's on the 13th. 6 days, 7 is 13. I mean, that's what it's talking about. That's a change. See? So the 13th. Now Yahweh, now this is him up here in the mountain. See? Now he sees, when he gets up into the mountain. Okay. Now what time is it? Got y'all thinking, haven't you? Come, guys, wake up, be here.
That's good night, because the devouring fire.
See, what I'm trying to get you to see is that this is all happening during the day, And when Moses and Joshua goes up to the top of the mountain, it's gonna be evening time when they get up there. See? So at nighttime, the cloud's gonna change from a cloud to a fire. But Moses is going into the cloud. And at that time, see, Yahweh, let there be light. Now, he's in darkness. He doesn't know what to expect. He's going up against the table of stones, what he's thinking about doing. Okay? But get up here, Yahweh says, let there be light. And that darkness is expelled. This is light, which is Yahweh. Now that's happened, it's been that whole night, from 3 o'clock in the evening all the way to 9 o'clock in the morning. See? At 9 he sees this here form here. See? It transforms into a tabernacle. Which is now defining what this form is. You didn't recognize what the form is until you see the tabernacle. See? So it's changing the tabernacle. So he sees the high priest light the lampstand. I mean, step out the lampstand, pardon me. Step out the lampstand. See? And then Yahweh tells him about vessels to be built in the tabernacle. That's the first one. You didn't see the 7 days of God. Now we're back in this 24, Exodus 24, 16. I hope that took too much time to do it. I'm trying to cover this thing so you can see what's going on.
You gotta lay it out. You gotta lay it out.
Okay, read on.
And Moses went up to the mount, and the cloud covered the mount.
Uh-huh.
And the glory of Yahweh abode upon Mount Sinai.
Right, read.
And the cloud covered it 6 days.
Cloud covered it 6 days.
And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud.
So Moses seen him created 6 days, and he rested on the 7th day. So at the same day he rested in the vision Moses is seeing, it's the same day Yahweh called him out of the midst of the cloud. See? Read on.
And the sight of the glory of Yahweh
Now we're back down to Israel. The sight of the glory of Yahweh
was like devouring fire.
was like devouring fire. So this cloud was like devouring fire in the eyes of the children of Israel. Read.
On top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and gat him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights.
Now he's up there in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Now Moses in the cloud, he's not aware of the cloud changing from pure far to a cloud by day and far by night. He's not conscious of that.
Right.
But he's up there and he's able to understand that even in the morning by this tabernacle appearing and disappearing, and that type of thing. You hear the creation coming. And then also being instructed about the tabernacle. All this was shown in the 40 days. Now the commander, Aaron, did everybody said, no, they was to tarry on the mountain. Now, Exodus 31, 18.
Exodus 31 and 18. And he gave unto Moses 17. 18. And he gave unto Moses when he had ceased speaking with him upon Mount
You
Sinai.
can't, now, who's talking? We gotta keep record of what's going on here. It said he gave unto, repeat it
And
again.
he gave unto Moses when he had ceased speaking.
He had given unto Moses after he ceased speaking. So after Yahweh spoke that 40th day, he gives unto Moses what?
It was a stone.
Tables of stone, which is the ones he wrote. Okay, read on.
And he gave unto Moses when he had ceased speaking with him upon Mount Sinai 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone written with the finger of Elohim.
Written with the finger of Elohim. Now, we had the 32nd chapter read. Okay. And now what's happened now, well read the first verse.
And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount,
When the people saw he delayed to come down from the mountain, read.
the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said,
Oh, Aaron, I thought you were giving them out. They had come down from the mountain. They had come down from the mountain. Read.
the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us gods.
Up, make us gods. Right there, you should think about that. 40 days ago, you would agree to everything you always said we would do, don't make no graven images. Now they say, up and make us gods. See? Now, think about this. This is all, I often think about it, oftentimes I think about this. The mind. that Yahweh functions to. Something made you very uniquely and put you together very well. You're not held by strings. Nobody's moving your puppet or moving around like that. You are independent of that. See? You're breathing. Yet you have a mindset that you're going to make you a God. That does everything that you're free to do and all that stuff. You just can't do that. See? I mean, the technology today is great. See? They put an arm on it, and make an arm, and draw an arm, and make the hand move. See, on a table. Electronics, I'm talking about electronics. See? Robotics, right. See? Call for electricity, you know, when that happens. See? So the point I'm trying to get at, here's the mentality of the man. Up and make us a God. See? To go before us. Where this man Moses, we know what happened to him. He's been gone for 40 days. See? So now look at, I'm trying to get you this, I'm trying to make you think. You got, in your Bible is written, where Moses is seeing the creation up in a cloud. They're down at the bottom doing their thing. I said that one. And he said, they asked him to make us a God. Break off, give me the gold. Now, what's the mentality of the people now? What are they thinking about?
Egypt.
Egypt. Egypt. See? Because they remember what they saw down there. So they made him a God. See? Read on and see what he said.
Very number 1, Up, make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we know not what has become of him.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron said unto them, Break off these golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me.
Yeah, I think they're earrings. Doesn't mean they're hearing. They didn't hear too well. They didn't hear too well. They give that to them, and it's for he makes it go with calf, okay? You go down to where it says, and this is the God, they said this will be the God that go before us.
7. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Go get these.
Down up and down, go there. Should you go up there, or is it down for
8. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made a melted calf and have worshipped it and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These are the gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
This is what Yahweh is saying to Moses up in the mountain. He's telling them what's going on down in the bottom of the mountain. So I mean, he's conscious of what's going on. See? They didn't go down the mountain to find out what he did. He's telling them up front before they come down out of the mountain. See? I'm trying to also make you put the ever presence of Yahweh. You know what's going on up here, you know what's going on down there. Okay? But read on, I gotta get down to it, we gotta get down.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
This is a stiff-necked people. Now, remember now, he made them. He made them. And he's the only one who can do anything about it. But read on.
Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may burn against them, and that I may consume them, and I will
And
make
Yahweh's angry. Don't make any images like anything in heaven. Don't make any. Now he's ready to consume all. But read.
And Moses besought Yahweh, his Elohim, and said, Yahweh, why doth thy wrath burn against thy people,
Mhm.
whom thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief
See
did
now, see what they think about? You left Egypt, going to Canaan, and now you can't do it. So now you're gonna say your arm is short, you can't complete what you said you're gonna do. So what is he, so now Moses is speaking to him, so the Egyptians say, you're a weak God, you can't do what you say you're gonna do. But nevertheless, Yahweh, he prevails anyhow. So now, you at 37,
that
8,
was
9,
12. I think it's 12.
finish up 12 and then be a
12. Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out,
Uh-huh.
to slay them in the mountains,
Mhm.
and to consume them from the face of the earth?
Mm-hmm.
Turn from thy fierce wrath, and reconsider of this evil against thy people.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel.
Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Okay, read on.
Thy servants,
Mm-hmm.
to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven.
Now remember this one now. So I want to multiply thy seed as the sand of the sea and the stars of heaven. Now, if you think about that, Israel today can be counted as the people of Israel. But see, now we're in a different age. See, there's many that be of Israel now that are not Israelites,
Right.
which means that they're no more number now. See, now think about what Yahweh's doing. See, okay, I don't guess another thing. Read on, it's all.
13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken
Get
of.
down about 25th verse. I told me this whole thing again.
25. And Moses saw that the people were stripped, for Aaron had caused.
They said, now Moses saw that the people were, in the Holy Name Bible says stripped, King James says naked. They exposed themselves by them trying to build another golden calf. They're naked, read.
For Aaron had caused them to be stripped in their orgy. And Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on Yahweh's side? Let him come unto me.
Let him come unto me.
And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus saith Yahweh thy Elohim of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and say every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor.
Have you ever thought about that one? Who did you tell them to do that? Levites. I thought he's supposed to be priests. They got to carry swords. Pull a sword out and kill them. All in have part of them to go to camp. Now remember now, see, reality. The numbers of Israel that came up out of that beach, and that is wiped out. Okay? Now, read on, see what happened now.
And at 28, and the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men.
And Moses had said, consecrate your hands today to Yahweh, even against your son or brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow, that Moses said unto the people, ye have sinned a great sin.
Now, he's letting them know they sinned a great sin.
And now I
For
will,
them to consecrate themselves to Yahweh. Walk upright like you're supposed to walk. Read.
ye have sinned a great sin.
You have sinned a great sin.
And now I will go up unto Yahweh.
I will go up to Yahweh.
Peradventure, I shall make an atonement for your
He's
sin.
going to make an atonement. Atonement for their sins. Read.
And Moses returned unto Yahweh and said, oh, this people have sinned a great sin,
Now he returns to Yahweh and said, these people have sinned a great sin.
and have made them idols of gold.
And made them idols of gold. Read.
Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin,
If thou will forgive their sin,
and if not,
if not,
blot me, I pray thee,
blot me, I pray thee,
out of thy book which thou hast written.
out of thy book which thou hast written. First time it's mentioned in the Bible. What's happened? Moses up here in the mountain, he saw a book
Right.
with the names of every man and woman and child in the world. Then and all the way down to this present time. That's the book of life. See? You saw that. He saw names blotted out in the book. Therefore he was, on behalf of Israel, he was willing to give up his life that they might live. So he's praying to Yahweh, blot me out, I pray thee. You say, I pray thee? See? That's a prayer. Is Yahweh going to honor it or not? See? If he did, he should be smoking dead right then. See? But he didn't. Well, why didn't he do it? Read.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, whosoever hath sinned against me,
He said, now whosoever that has sinned against me,
him will I blot out of my book.
him will I blot out of my book. Him will I blot out of my book. Him that sinned against me. Read.
Therefore now go.
Go.
Lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee.
Okay.
Behold, mine angel shall go before thee.
My angel should go before thee.
Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. And Yahweh plagued the people.
Okay, that's enough. We got the book on the scene now. Got the book now. Now, this is the book. See, Moses is referred to in the book that Yahweh had written. Okay. Let's get, we'll try to get another one just to get, Philippians 4 and 3. Start with verse 1.
Philippians 4 and 2. 4 and 3.
You take from the top, you have to take from the top.
Therefore, my brother,
Dearly
beloved, and long for my joy and crown, so stand fast in Yahweh,
stand fast in Yahweh,
my dearly beloved.
my dear beloved.
I beseech Herodias and beseech Cynthia, and that they may be of the same mind
That they may be of the same mind.
in Yahweh,
And what?
in Yahweh.
In Yahweh.
And I entreat thee also, truly your fellow,
Truly yoke fellow. They're in the same bond of work. They're working together to preach the gospel of Yahweh. Read.
help those women which
Help those
labor
women.
with me
With thee
in the gospel,
in the gospel.
and Clement also,
And Clement also.
and with other my fellow laborers,
Uh-huh.
whose names are in the book of life.
Whose names are in the book of life. Now I gotta do some backtracking a little bit. See? Daniel 12:1.
And at that time shall Michael stand up.
At that time, Michael shall stand up.
The great prince will stand up for the children of thy people.
Michael, who's Michael?
Warrior.
Warrior and angel. Someone say something. I want to say angel. See? He shall stand up, see? Read.
The great prince will stand up for the children of thy people.
We stand for the children of thy people. Read.
There shall be a time of trouble,
There's going to be a time of trouble.
such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Uh-huh.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered,
From that time thy people shall be delivered. Read.
everyone that shall be found written in the books.
Everyone that shall be found written in the book. The names are written in the book. That's why I keep trying to say everybody in this room and outside this room is important. Because they all are a part of Yahweh. They all are in the book of life. Okay? Now the task is not being blotted out. That's the task. Being obedient. Okay? The Messiah now the Messiah, he is the book of life. We told them in John 14:6, I am the way, I'm the truth, and I'm the life. Okay. Well, wait a minute, you just one man. How are you the way, how are you the truth, and how are you the life? He also, I am the bread of life. Well, why is he saying that? Back here at the burning bush, Yahweh told Moses, I'm Ida, Asher, I. I will be what I will to be. Ida, Asher, I will be what I will to be. So now here his man, this one man, he's saying, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the bread, I am the light. He's saying he's all that, so therefore you see he is the one who really talked to Moses. See? But I'm saying that so you see who he's referring to now. Now this, I know it's up, I'm going to read before I get going further. When you call Moses, 3rd chapter of Exodus, did he say, hey, you come here? He said, Moses, Moses, call him by name. Abram, Abram, call him by name. He called him by name so that I'm trying to show you he knows you by name. I'm trying to get to the point that you see your name in the book of life, but Yahweh knows your name. That's why I'm trying to get you to have that in mind, see? Okay? Now, let's get Revelation 3. Let's take from the verse 2.
Revelation 3:1.
Mm-hmm.
And unto the messenger of the assembly of Sardis write,
Wait a minute now, wait a minute, what we got going on here now? What we got going on? Remember now, John is on the outer path. For a particular reason. to be a witness to Moses and the prophets, and to Yahshua Messiah. And when we remember he said he heard a voice behind him, the voice of many waters. He turned to see that voice that spoke with him. And being turned, he said, see, I saw one walking in the midst of 7 golden candlesticks. See? The 7 stars in his right hand. See? Now, while bringing all that up for you, I want you to see is that this one he's writing, the one he's writing to, he was told to write this and send it to the 7 assemblies which are in Asia. Then this 3rd chapter is one of the assemblies, the Sardis. The Sardis, read it.
3:1, and unto the messenger of the assembly of Sardis write.
So this is a message to the assembly, assembly in Sardis. Read.
These things saith he that hath the 7 spirits of Yahweh, and the 7 stars. I know thy works,
I know thy works.
that thou hast a name, that thou livest and are dead.
Uh-huh.
Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die.
Be what now? Repeat that
Be
again.
watchful
Be watchful
and strengthen the things
and strengthen in the things.
which remain that are ready to die.
Read.
For I have not found thy works perfect before Yahweh.
I have not found thy works perfect for y'all. So he sees a fault there in that assembly. Read.
Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard.
Remember how thou hast received and heard. Remember this. That's what I'm trying to tell you about this group. The same thing happens with you and me today. We have to receive and we have to hear what's being said. Read.
And hold fast and repent.
Hold fast and repent.
If therefore thou shalt not watch,
And if thou should not watch,
I will come on thee as a thief,
I'm going to come to thee as a thief.
and thou shalt not know what hour.
You will not know what hour I'm going to come. Read.
Thou hast a few names given in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments.
They said there's a few names in Sardis that have not defiled their garment. Read.
And they shall walk with me in white.
They're going to walk with me in white. Think about this glorious dinner we're going to go to, feast we're going to go to. See? In white, read.
For they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy.
For they are worthy.
He that overcometh the same,
He that overcometh the same,
the
read.
same shall be clothed in white
The
raiment,
same shall be clothed in white raiment.
and I will not blot out his name
And I will not blot out his name
out of the book of life.
out of the book of life.
But I will confess his name before my
But I
Father
will confess his name before my Father.
and before his angels.
See, now we're saying, we're testifying the Messiah, he was crucified, buried, raised from the dead, carried on earth 40 days. See, sent into the Father. 10 days later, he poured out his Spirit. And he's standing before Yahweh, pleading our cause. See? So those that walk upright, they're going to be blessed, they're going to be rewarded. So you have to come out and hear the words of Yahweh and then embrace or accept Yahshua by faith. That's where you're going to be a part of that glorious body. See, we know, well, okay. Okay, let's go down. Let's see if we put this together. You know, but we understand it. and 8.
Revelations 13 and 8.
Then give me 17 and 1.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him,
All that on the earth should worship him.
whose names
Remember,
are...
folks, the purpose of Yahweh is to get everything in heaven and earth in his Son. See? And that means you got to give glory to the Son and you give glory to the Father. Maybe I better put this in there so everybody feels on the same page in that. Matthew 11:27.
Matthew 11 and 27. And turning to his disciples, he said,
Messiah turned to his disciples, and read the verse so we get why he turned.
25. At that time Joshua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father,
I thank thee, O Father,
sustainer of heaven and earth,
the creator of heaven and earth. Read.
because thou hast hid these things from the wise
Thou hast hid these things from the wise.
and prudent.
See? You know, there's nothing wrong with education. I'm growing up pretty good at education. Great. See? But Yahweh, he had hidden the wisdom, he had hidden the
Wise and prudent.
wise,
Did these things.
he had hidden the things from the wise and food. See, read on.
And hast revealed them unto babes.
And he has revealed them unto babes. Read.
And even so, Father,
Even so, Father,
for so it seemed good in thy sight. And turning to his disciples,
and
he
turning to
said,
the disciples, he said, read,
all things are delivered unto me of my Father,
all things are delivered unto me of my Father.
and no man knoweth the Son,
No man knows the Son
but the Father.
but the Father.
Neither knoweth any man the Father,
Neither knows any man the Father
save the
save the
Son.
Son. And that's a pretty good union, pretty good, locked up. Let's go locked up. Read on.
And he, to whomsoever the Son will reveal him.
Now, see, you and I, we ought to be shouting happy that he's revealed it to us. If we have so accepted. Because now we're in the lock. So we're in the lock and key now in him because we now accept what he said, what he did for us. Okay? Read on.
Come unto me, all ye that labor
Come unto me, all you that labor
and are heavy laden,
and are heavy laden,
and I will give you rest.
and I will give you rest.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me,
Mm-hmm.
for I am gentle and lowly in heart.
Remember I talked about fellow yoke servants and brothers? So we're yoked together. As we're here for the common cause to preach the gospel, so all might see. See? Read on.
Take my yoke upon you and
Take my
learn of
yoke
me,
upon you
and learn of me.
and learn of me.
For I am gentle and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
And that's why Dr. King formed this as a school, not as a church. So you come here and learn of him. See? This is a place to learn. See, so now we see that Yahweh has written a book. Everybody's name in the book. Him that sinned is the ones he brought now in the book of life. Let me back over to the 13th chapter of Revelation, right? 13:8, I think it was.
Yes, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him,
All that dwell upon the earth shall worship him,
whose names are not written in the book of life
whose names are not written in the book of life,
of the Lamb,
of the Lamb.
slain from the foundation
To the
of the
Lamb.
world.
See, it's the book of life. See? So that's sure when you always worship, well, that's the book of life. All names are in it. Names are being blotted out that sin against it. Okay, read on.
I finished that.
Okay.
You want 17 up?
Now go 17.
17:1 of Revelation. And there came one of the seven angels,
Became one of the seven angels,
which had the seven vials,
which had the seven vials.
and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Now John, remember now, where is he at?
I don't know.
What state is he in?
Third-
What state is he in?
third-
He's in the seven, he's in the heaven, seven state, or seven, or the Sabbath,
Sabbath.
Oh.
the rest. Okay, in the spirit. Okay, he's in the spirit. Okay, read on.
Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth
I will
upon,
show you the judgment of the great whore,
which sitteth upon many waters.
which sat upon many waters. And remember, John's in the spirit. See, read.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed
In
fornication,
whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication with read.
and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit,
You carried me away in the spirit. Now he's in the, remember he's in the spirit, but he's carried away in the spirit, deeper in the spirit. Read.
into the wilderness.
Into the wilderness. Read.
And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast,
I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. Read.
full of names of blasphemy.
His name, full of blasphemy. I said that the woman was full of blasphemy. See, read.
having 7 heads
having 7 heads
and 10 horns.
and 10 horns. Read.
And the woman was arrayed in purple
She was decked out in purple.
and scarlet color,
Mm-hmm.
and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations.
Now, have you all, those of you who have gone to Catholic churches or Episcopal churches, so you're doing the Lent season, the Easter season, and they cover everything over in purple. Everything's covered in over in purple. Purple, scarlet, purple. And they go through all kinds of changes, they have all kinds of changes they have from time to time. But read on.
Having a golden cup in her hand,
Having a golden cup in hand, now, they have the three-square chalice. Read.
full of abominations
Full of abomination.
and filthiness of her fornication.
Now, when you look at the Catholic Church, or look at the churches in general, let's say churches in general, but whatever church you're in, that you were in, you thought it was the greatest church on earth. See, in your eyes. See, till you find out how wrong they were. But read on.
And upon her forehead was a name written,
Upon her forehead was a name written,
Mystery Babylon the Great,
Mystery Babylon the Great,
the mother of harlots.
the mother of harlots. Now, we go back in history, you find out the Roman Catholic Church, they came out of Judaism. And their goal was to rule the world. See? Much of this is true. At the same time, there was a protest in Catholicism. See, Martin Luther protested against Rome. See? And then you get the Protestants coming forth out of it. So that means that they are the daughters, see, of the heart. Modern church, modern Christianity, what you got. See? So that's what so John looked into the spirit. Now look, this is in the spirit. He looked upon this woman, decked out, see, blasphemy on her crown forehead. See, now in the 14th chapter, we find that the names for heaven head, forehead were Yahweh and Joshua. Will be in the name of your forehead. See? But now the woman, she got blaspheming. See? Okay, read on.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the sons, and with the blood of the martyrs.
How many thousand people have they killed?
Yes.
In defense of what they call the church. Millions of people. Read on.
And I saw the blood drunken with the blood of the sons and with the blood of the martyrs of Joshua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great
When I saw her, I wondered with great
astonishment.
She was beautiful. See? Yeah, I bet his heart was beating so fast. So look at her. Read.
And the angel said unto me,
The angel said unto her, unto him.
and the angel said unto me, wherefore art thou astonished?
Why are you astonished? Why are you captivated by this sight you see? Read.
I will tell thee the mystery of the women,
I'm going to tell you the mystery of the woman
and of the beast that carrieth her,
and the beast that carried her,
which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns.
which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. Read.
The beast that thou sawest was,
The
and is
beast
not,
which thou sawest was,
and is not,
and is not,
and shall ascend up out of the abyss,
and shall send up out of the abyss. Read.
and go into perdition.
And go into perdition, or into perdition. Read.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder,
And the day that will dwell upon the earth shall wonder,
whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
they're going to wonder at this beast whose names are not found in the book of life. See? Read.
And they, behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is.
Yeah, it is. Read.
And here is the mind which hath wisdom.
Now here's the mind that has wisdom.
The 7 heads
The 7 heads
are 7 mountains,
are 7 mountains,
on which the woman sitteth.
of which the woman said. Now the Roman Catholic Church in Rome sits on 7 mountains,
7 hills.
or 7 hills.
Holy place on
Like I say, Cincinnati, Cincinnati, Ohio, sit on 7 mountains. See, this would, see, but now we spend for the location of the seat of the woman that sat upon this beast. See? Okay, read on.
And there are 7 kingdoms,
The 7 kingdoms.
5 are fallen.
5 is fallen.
Babylon,
So you go back to Babylon, see, Median Persia, Greece, see, down to Rome. Then Rome's gonna be taken over by, we got pagan Rome and Papal Rome. See, okay, you know.
There are 7 kingdoms, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not.
Okay. Now, I wanted to show that those that were not found in the book of Acts, by that, we take it out. It's fallen after the feast, see, okay. That was 17.
Right.
21, Revelation 20. Now that, have you taken it from the top, because it's, I'm going to explain this real well.
Revelation 20 and
1.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit.
Now, see, now we try to cover all these type of things, and we can't cover everything in all details. We have, what we're showing you is John is in the spirit, and looking back at them, okay? Now, he said, he looked back, he saw what now?
Having the key of the bottomless, I saw an angel come down from heaven,
So an angel come down from heaven,
having the key of the bottomless pit,
having the key of the bottomless pit,
and a great chain in his hand.
Now, what's the bottomless pit? The grave. And when the Messiah came in, he come in to deliver mankind from death or from sin. And he had to go to the grave. Man, because of man Adam, he died, he went to the grave. And he, because he sinned, he got to come back and restore, so he got to go to the same place he was. So therefore he went to the grave. See? Now he's got the angels come down from heaven to, when they roll a stone to the door, to the grave, see? The angel came down and rolled that stone back. Read, let's read it, show what's happening.
I'm reading Revelation 20 and number 2.
Yeah, okay.
And he laid hold on the dragon,
He laid hold on the dragon,
that old serpent,
the old serpent.
which is called the devil and Satan,
Now remember now, who died before he did? Judas. I said who died before he did? Judas. He went to the grave. So both went to the grave. See? But now Joshua's raised from the grave. See? And that spirit that was in Judas, see, went and incarnated into the Sanhedrin Council. You know, I'm
and
sorry.
laid hold on the dragon,
They
that
hold
old
the dragon,
serpent,
read,
which is the devil and
which is the
Satan,
devil
and Satan,
and Satan,
and bound him 1,000 years.
and bound him 1,000 years. Now mankind calculated going, trying to figure out this time frame you're talking about. See? Remember with Yahweh, now remember Yahweh was in Yahshua. See? So when Messiah raised from the dead, that day, see? One day with Yahweh is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So that day the Messiah raised from the dead, that's when that 1,000 years was started. And that set Satan's mouth up. He couldn't say nothing. See? Because he's risen from the dead like he said he would. Now, remember the priest went back to the, said we gotta have some guards. See? So we said, to the priest and set some guards around there. So the guards have been guarding the tomb, a dead man. See? But when that angel came down, they felt as dead men. And the stone was moved away, and the angel went and sat down on the stone. See? No problem with him to move out of the way. See? If you go back and still remember Mary and Martha walking up there going to supper, said, who's going to roll away the stone for? Because Yahweh, he rolled the stone away. He can come up there, he rolled the stone away. Okay, now watch out. You come down and shut him up for 1,000 years. See? What's going to happen then, after that? After 1,000 years?
Third verse. And cast him into the bottomless pit,
Mm-hmm.
and shut him up, and set a seal upon him,
Set a seal upon him.
that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
You can't say you can't deceive the nation no more for 1,000 years. Now the soldiers, they got up and went back to the Sanhedrin Council. That's one that they went to guard the truth war. And they came back and said, hey, he wins me as he said he would. See? So, man, you can't just get out. We got some money to pay him. So you put some money in there. Now you tell them that the disciples came and stole you while you was asleep on the job. Now you ain't gonna sit too good with the sergeant or the captain of the whole. You ain't gonna sit too good with him. But we'll take care of them. He comes to us, we'll say, well, should we pay you all we had to pay them, we'll pay them too. See? You're gonna keep it salary. We don't want this to get out. This business of the dead. Why? Because our last day will be worse than our first. First was killing, now the race for the dead is gonna be another one. So you can read on.
And after that he must be loosed a little season.
Then after that 1,000 years, he's gonna be loose for a little season. So now, on that whole day that the Messiah raised from the dead, the Messiah, he's appearing to his disciples. On that day, remember he walked into the Emmaus? See, he saw two of the brothers there. Then he went back, when he went to Jerusalem, he appeared to them there in Jerusalem. I'm talking about the Messiah appearing on that the same day. But the same day, the same day comes, they up there, shut up. Can't say anything about it, they don't want this to be known for 1,000 years. Or one day. So when that one day was over with, then he was set loose for a season. See? So now he's down in Toma. Okay, read on and get to what happened then.
And I saw thrones,
I saw a throne,
and they that sat upon them,
and they that sat upon it,
and judgment was given unto them.
and judgment was given upon them.
And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded
They said, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded
for the witness of
for
Yahshua,
the witness of God,
and for the word of Yahweh,
and for the word of Yahweh,
and which had not worshipped the beast,
which had not worshipped the beast. Read.
neither his image,
Neither his image,
neither had received his mark
neither had received his mark
upon their forehead,
upon their forehead,
or in their hand.
or in their hand.
And they lived and reigned
And
with
they lived and
Yahshua,
reigned
with
with
Yahshua
Joshua
1,000 years.
1,000 years.
But the rest of the dead,
Now, wait a minute now. Well, who's that? Do you remember when the Messiah raised from the dead that day?
right,
Many of the sons of Step rose with him. They reigned with him all that day. They were raised in the there. They were raised and appeared to the men that day. See? But they said the rest of the day. See? Now they think, somebody said that about the ones that didn't raise the Negro rose from the dead. The ones that were alive, walking around, they were dead. The rest of the dead. The apostles. See? They were dead. See? Now remember, he raised from the dead on the third day. He cherished 40 days. See? And then during that 40 days, he made 11 appearances to his disciples to prove that he was alive. One for each one of the disciples. 7 disciples, 7 times. See? Prove. See? Last time they saw him, we took him up to the Mount Olives and seen him ascend into heaven. He ascended into heaven. And when he ascended into heaven, see, everybody said, well, he's gone. He's going to be sorrow. 10 days after that, he poured out his spirit in the hearts of mighty men. He come back. Incarnated in the apostles. The same Peter, the night he was, before he died, denied it. I don't know who he is. That cock crowed, he didn't. You remember the Messiah said, before the cock crowed 3 times. So you were to die 3 times before the cock crowed. And at that time, he's talking about, I'll defeat, I'll take my sword, I'll take care of anybody come. I'm even willing to die for you. Are you the one that cockroach, he cried and went out crying. So you know he denied. But on the day of Pentecost, a different story.
Yeah.
So the man's raised from the dead, now he's raised up now, and the rest of the dead,
Yep.
they come up now. So now he starts speaking. This one you crucified, that's the same one that Yahweh raised. That's the stone that the builders rejected, the one that Yahweh raised up. See, and the city is built upon Joshua's side. See? Okay, read on.
And they lived and reigned with Joshua 1,000 years.
You ever reigned with him 1,000 years? Read.
But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished.
1,000 years were finished. Read.
This is the first resurrection.
This is the first resurrection.
Blessed and holy,
Blessed and holy,
he that hath part in the first
he
resurrection.
that have part in the first resurrection.
On such,
Man, folks, so you can have part. You still can have part in the first resurrection. Just by accepting the blood of the Messiah, you have part in the first resurrection. Wherein the second death
hath no power.
See, now the ones that don't believe, they're gonna have to go to the lake. That's the second death. See, they won't be able to come. They won't come out. See, but you can have part in the first one by believing in the Messiah. Read on.
On such the second death hath no power.
Read.
But they shall be priests of
So
Elohim
they shall be priests of Elohim
and of
and
Yahshua,
of Yahshua.
and shall reign with him 1,000 years. And when that 1,000 years are expired,
When those 1,000 years have expired,
Satan shall be loosed out of his prison,
then Satan will be loose that next day. Satan down there. Now you know that the disciples came and threw the body away. He's just lying. See? So how do you know he's a lie? Anybody still the son? You know, say the disciples came and stole the body, stole the Joshua, so which is the son of Yahweh? See? Everybody still the son, so they know it's a lie. See? But read on.
and shall go out to deceive the nations,
Uh-huh.
for to the four quarters of the earth,
Read.
Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle.
Mm-hmm.
The number of the woman is as the sands of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth,
The work on the breadth of the earth, read.
and compassed the camp of the sons
Read.
about,
Mm-hmm.
and the beloved city. And fire came down from Yahweh out of heaven, and devoured them.
Read on.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire
The devil that deceived them was cast in the lake of fire
and brimstone,
and brimstone.
where the beast and the false prophet are,
Where the beast and the false prophet are, we talk about today, they are today. Where's the lake of fire at? Where's the lake of fire at?
We live and move and have our being within it. He turned it up.
Paul writes in the Hebrews, 12th chapter, I believe it's the 29th verse. Yahweh is a consuming fire. So he's the lake of fire. You're in the lake, but you're not being consumed. Somebody said, wait a minute, how do you do that? How did Yahweh appear to Moses? In the burning bush without being consumed. So you can see that he can cause something to not be consumed in a consuming fire. So just trying to make you think about this thing, okay? Now, for what happened? We on there.
and it shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Mhm.
And I saw a great white throne,
Now he said, I saw a great white throne. John has seen a whole lot of things. Saw a great white throne, read.
and him that sat on it,
And him that sat on the white throne, read.
for whose face the earth and the heavens fled away.
Look at it, folks. At the presence of this one that sits on the throne, the earth vanished away.
And earth.
The earth shall vanish. Heaven too.
fled away.
Heaven vanish would read.
And they were found no place for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the dead, small and great,
And he said, now I saw the dead, small and great.
stand before Elohim,
Mm-hmm.
and the books were opened.
Now, somebody said, well, I don't see that, I don't understand that, you know. See? Look at the type, look at the type. When the Israel came about the land of Egypt, they came to the Red Sea, they came to the New Orleans. They come to Mount Sinai. They're back in the throne of Yahweh. See? small and great, you had, when you got Judah, which is gonna be the kingship tribe, you had Levi, which is gonna be a priesthood tribe. And I know they're all small and big, gathered around the mountain. See? And that's what happens, what John says here, read.
And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim,
Mm-hmm.
and the books were open,
He said the books were open.
and another book was open.
Now we have books and we got another book.
Right.
See? The books. See? 2 Corinthians, 3rd chapter.
2 Corinthians 3 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are our epistle,
Now Paul is writing to the Corinthians, saying, ye are our epistles, or our books,
written in our hearts,
written in our hearts,
known and read of all men.
known and read of all men. So now when the gospel is preached to you, or to the congregation, see, that's him, that's Yahweh writing in their hearts and their minds. And if you embrace it, you accept it, then you become an epistle of that message, of that teaching. Read on. Read.
For as much as you are for as much as you are manifestly declared to be the epistle of the Messiah, written by us,
Written by us,
written not with ink,
written not with ink.
but with the spirit of the living Elohim,
So now he's talking about this is not written with ink. So back here, this is written on tables of stone. But this now here is not written with ink. It's written by the words of Yahweh being preached over me. So you read.
not in tables of stone,
Not in tables of
but
stone,
in the fleshly tables of the
but in
heart.
the fleshly tables of the heart. Read.
And such confidence have we
For such confidence have we
through the Messiah
through
toward
the Messiah.
Yahweh. Through the Messiah toward Yahweh.
Through Yahweh. Read on.
Not to think that we are sufficient of ourselves, to think anything as of ourselves, but our sufficiency is of Yahweh.
Okay, now you see, now you and I are epistles, or we are books.
Right.
Okay? So John is saying in the spirit, he's standing there, he saw a throne, and he that sat upon the throne, and the books were open. That means you and me were open before the throne. See? Read.
And another book was open,
Then another book was open. Now what's the other book? The other book
which
the
is the
life.
book of life.
The book of life. You know, yeah. See? What's going to happen? Read.
And the dead were judged out of those things,
The dead are going to be judged out of those things,
which were written in the books,
which are written in the book,
according to their works.
according to their works.
And the sea gave up the dead, which were in it,
The sea gave up the dead which was in it,
and hell, death and hell
and death and hell.
delivered up the dead which were in them.
Oh, that brings up another thing. See? Where's hell at? See? So if I tell you, so many things come up that a lot of people just don't understand what we're dealing with here.
Death and hell delivered up.
Your body is a grave, and is referred to as hell. You read there, you the 12th chapter, let's read the 12th chapter, right? The 20th chapter, right? The 20th verse, the 12th verse?
I'm at the 13th right now.
Okay, and they talk about the grave. Do you have a concordance there? I mean, have a reference there in Martin Translation? You don't have
I'm
any.
not in the seat for a while.
You know, you know. No, I'm talking about, we say, death, the grave, there in the 12th chapter, we're in the 20th chapter.
Death and hell and casting.
Yeah.
That's all further down.
So hell, oh, we ain't got the hell yet.
He wants a reference.
I'm just too far down. We let down for it. What verse are you at
You
now?
know, when I said
13.
14 minutes, right?
Huh? What verse are you
Isaiah
at?
14, 13.
13? Okay, we got 13, I got to go down to 17.
Yeah, Isaiah
Okay.
has that, I think that.
Okay, yeah, Isaiah has it, well, let's read that, see if they're mentioned. Isaiah
14 and 9.
14 and 9. This Isaiah talking about this grave.
The grave from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
See, when you come out of Mother Earth, mean your mother. See, your body is a grave. So Isaiah said, hell is removed from beneath to meet thee at thy coming.
King James says hell.
Hell. That's why I'm trying to get you to see the translation.
Grave and hell.
The grave and hell mean one and the same. See, so your body's a grave or it's hell. See, sometimes people say go to hell. You already there. So you gotta understand what's going on, you gotta understand reading the words, how they apply. And a lot of times, the statement will be true. See? But if you're walking, you're alive, see, you're there as a live, you know, you're a lively stone in the building. In other words, your enemy is alive. See, and you're not, and your body is dead. You're dead to the flesh. Dead to the, your enemy is alive with the opposite. Okay, back to Revelation, the 20th chapter.
20 and 13.
Uh-huh.
And the sea gave up the dead and which were in it,
The sea gave up the dead which was in it.
and death and hell delivered up the dead which they were in. Which
So
were
somebody talking about going to, see, going to hell is not the last place,
Nothing, I don't know.
not the last stop. Because you're gonna give up the dead and hell is gonna be given up. And you're gonna be cast into the lake of fire. See, that's, the last stop is the lake of fire, folks. See, we don't.
And they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
This is the second death. See?
And whosoever was not found
Whosoever was not found,
written in the book of life
written in the book of life,
was cast into the lake of fire.
that they were cast into the lake of fire. So you see, it's important as to whether or not you're in the book of life or not in the book of life. See? I know that, you know, a lot of us were not taught anything about the book of life before we come to school. A whole lot of things we're not taught about. Christian word is that let the ball down on everything. See? But now we see it's important that you be found in the book of life because that's what's going to, those that are found in it, they're going to be saved. See? What verse you in now?
That was the 15th verse, I ended at the end,
Huh?
the end of the 20th chapter.
Okay. 21, 27.
Yeah, it is. You want me to go?
Group of us, group.
24.
And, Charles, get, 2 Corinthians 2:5.
And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. And, 22. And I saw no temple therein.
I saw, this is your,
He did.
you trying to go over a couple of
I was
problems.
gonna have to open a little above
Listen,
that.
I have a problem with going above it. Where you at, actually?
I was going. And there shall no wise enter into it anything that defileth,
Anything that follows, read.
neither whatsoever worketh
What verse are you at,
abomination.
so everybody knows?
27.
27 verse of the 21st chapter.
Correct. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth,
Anything that defiles, read.
neither whatsoever worketh abomination.
Anything that works in abomination. This is what's not going to go in the body of Yahshua. This is not what's going to go into the body of the tree of life. I forgot that. Read.
Or maketh a lie,
Or make it alive.
but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
But they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. See?
That was
No, okay. Lamb's book of life. See? Remember John also said in the 5th chapter of Revelation where he said, you looked in heaven and earth and didn't find nobody but the word that opened the book and loosed the seal. So then he looked around and didn't find nobody there, so he wept much. See? Then he heard a voice saying, read not, John. See? Behold the Lamb of the tribe of Judah. He was ready and compelled to open the book and loose the seal. See? So the Lamb, which is the book of life, is what you will be found in, or you want to have them in you. Because your eternal life is Joshua in you. That's the only hope of the Lord. See? Okay, now,
22.
22,
You want to go to 22:18? 2 Corinthians?
okay. And you're at 22, 29,
It's 18.
or 18, okay. Okay, hold it a minute, we'll come back to this. I go back, I want to go back to 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter.
Go to 5.
2 and 5.
2 Corinthians 2 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
But if any have caused grief,
If any cause grief,
he has not grieved me,
He has not grieved me, read.
but in part, that I may not overcharge you all. Sufficient to such a man is this punishment,
Wait, you at 5?
yeah, 2 and 5.
2 and 5? 2 and 10. 2 and 10.
Okay, 2 and 10. To whom ye forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything, to whom I forgave it, for your sakes, I forgave it in the presence of the Messiah.
Oh, no,
You
no,
want
no.
5 too?
I want 5.
Yeah.
5 and 2. 5 and 2.
Heart of every, all of this tabernacle, will dissolve, you have a building of
We all must appear before the mercy.
I want where, you know, judgment sheet. 5 and 10. Okay. So I'm thinking, 5 and 10, Anthony, I know his money. 5 and 10.
Okay, 8.
1 Corinthians 5 and 10. I mean, 2 Corinthians 5 and 10.
I'll start at 8. We are confident and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with Yahweh. Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be accepted
That we may be accepted
by him.
by him, read.
For we must all appear before the
For
judgment
we must all appear. See? We must all appear
before the judgment
before
seat
the judgment seat
of the Messiah,
of the Messiah. He's the judge, and so we got to appear before him, read.
that everyone may receive the things done in his body
That man may receive the things done in his body, read,
according to that he hath done,
to that which he has done, read.
whether it be good or
Whether
bad.
it be good or bad.
Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh,
Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh.
we persuade men,
Uh-huh.
but we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience.
So now you see now, you all want to appear before him. Paul says in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, that we all should be changed in our moment of truth and life. So the presence of Yahshua Messiah. See? Now, 22:15, or is it
18.
22:18? Okay, 22:18.
For I testify, this is Revelation 22 and 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book.
Mhm.
If any man
If any
shall
man
add unto these things,
add unto these things,
Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
y'all are going to add to that man or that person the plagues which are in this book.
And if any man shall take away from the words of this book,
It may take away from the words
of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take his part out of the book of life
to take his part out of the book of life.
and out of the holy city
Now the holy city
and from the things that are written in this book.
and the things which are written in this book. And he's talking about the numbers which you got written in the book of Revelation. Now, seeing that we have this knowledge that we have been blessed with, see, that we ought to see that we are most blessed, become most humbling to Yahweh, that we now have an anchor, as Paul said, we have an anchor to the soul, because of the knowledge that we do have, see? Yes, question, yeah.
So then, we're not talking about nothing that's physical. Because
Correct.
as Paul says, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. So then we're talking about an inner man
Right,
that's in the body. I'm talking about that will not be blotted out of the book of life or out of Elohim's book.
right.
So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't think that it's a kingdom like Jehovah's Witnesses say, with, knocking over tombstones and all that kind of
Foundation of
stuff.
the earth.
That is from a spiritual standpoint and not a physical.
We have, the Christian world has got so many concepts out there about life and death and stuff like this. give me Mark 16:12.
Some people think that he raised the physical body.
And what she's saying about people thinking about being raised in a physical body. Look, folks, if you just sometimes you gotta stop and think about some things. We'll be able to be a little bit more easy about that. If you have some loved ones, and you die, they die, see, and say you will wake up in heaven, I'm just saying, you just struggle, you see what I'm talking about. And some of your loved ones, you don't see them, they're not there. Is that gonna be loving, is that gonna be peace, is that gonna be joy for you?
No.
They didn't make it.
They didn't make it. See? So what I'm trying to get you to see that you're not, this physical body's not gonna be saved. Why? Because it came from the earth, it's going back to the earth. See? It's the inner man. See, the breath of life did not come from it. That's part of Yahweh. See? So that's what's gonna be eternal life. Yes?
So the only one you're gonna recognize is Joshua Messiah.
Judge Messiah, and you also, well, she said the devil gonna see your glory.
Right.
I gotta say that again.
Unclose, unclose.
The ones that are not saved, the ones that are not saved, they're gonna see the glory they missed, and then be banished to the lake of fire. You're gonna see that, okay?
Right.
Mark,
Proverbs 3:13. Huh? Oh, yeah, well, I got it right there, Mark 16, I'm sorry, Mark 16. Thank you.
Mark 16:12, after that he appeared in another form
Messiah, after, he appeared in another form
unto two of them
unto two of them.
as they walked and went into the country.
And that's the same one that you read over in Acts 24th chapter in the 25th verse. See? So I'm just trying to show he appeared in another form. Remember, he walked right with it, they didn't recognize him? So it means you're not going to see him in the same kind of form they saw him before. Until he made himself known. They didn't realize it was him until he broke bread with him. See? So the point that I get at is we talk about the inner man. That's what's going to be saved, or that's what's going to be lost. Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15, flesh and blood shall not enter the kingdom of heaven. See? And we shall all be changed in a moment in the truth of life. So it means everybody's going to change. Good, bad, and indifferent. See? But we're talking about the inner man. That's what's going to go on after this life here, not the physical body. Remember now, just think about this. It said that everybody that died rose up. See? We got a food shortage now. So if everybody that died come back on the earth, how you gonna get them all? From a physical standpoint. See? Then on top of that, but Yahweh said, I'm gonna go over to heaven as a scroll. Well, the other thing gonna be here, you're gonna be here to enjoy it, so don't think about it from a natural standpoint. Remember, Yahweh said, I'm gonna create a new heaven and a new earth. They didn't do it.
Yeah.
He created this one. I think he did a real good job with it too. See? But this is going to be far better. See? No work, no food, had to worry about food, all those things go away, see? Because now you're in the spirit today. Let's get this rest of it. I think it's Proverbs 3 and 15, I think it was, or 13.
3 and 13, happy is the man that findeth wisdom,
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom,
and the man that getteth understanding.
and then the man that gives understanding. And this is what you feel in our hearts and minds. We found wisdom, we found understanding through the knowledge of Yahweh provided for us in the school. Read.
For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
You can't purchase it, you can't buy it. Read.
She is more precious than rubies,
You're more precious than rubies.
and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared.
All
with
the
her.
things you can desire, you cannot be compared. Read. We're talking about wisdom and understanding. Read.
Length of days
And the other days,
is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor.
mhm.
Her ways,
When we talk about her, we talk about wisdom and understanding. That's the her, really.
her ways are ways of pleasantness,
Uh-huh.
and all her paths are peace.
And all her paths are peace.
She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her.
You know, folks, when you out there searching for the truth, you're restless, you're trying to find it, you're trying to go to space, and that says, buddy, go to space, and I said, but when you find the truth, you say, you're now at peace. You're at rest. See, that's what wisdom and knowledge gives you. See, it gives you that understanding. That's comforting to you. And you should be more than happy and joy that you have that peace and have that comfort. Especially these last time of the war we're in now. See, okay, finish your reading.
She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her.
She is a what?
A tree of life.
Tree of life. See, remember, Yahweh told Adam, see, he put the garden out there, he put a tree of knowledge, of good and evil, he put a tree of life in there. He didn't say to about the tree of life. Because all the trees in the garden are the tree of life. See? But he had designated one tree as being a tree of life, and another tree as being a tree of knowledge of good and evil. And when that man broke the commandment of the covenant of particular fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, see, that's separated. And then Yahweh drove him out of the garden so he wouldn't be able to come back and get the tree of life. But now when the Messiah comes in and went to the grave and delivered the man from that, now you have access to the tree of life in Yahshua Messiah. So we get Yahshua, we got the whole thing. That's why Paul said you are complete in him. See, so come down and learn all you can before it's eternally too late. Thank you very much.
Public trust you for his lecture. Don't forget to pick up all your belongings and no cash. And also, we will be having a business meeting next Sunday on the 12th. And don't forget, we have a car going around to Mike Franklin's on Sunday. Let us all stand and be dismissed. Now to him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his Lord and exceeding joy. To the only wise Elohim our Savior, through Yahshua the Messiah our Sovereign, belong glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both before all time, now and ever. Let us all say,
Hallelujah.